This guy has left.
You want to do an opening monologue?
Too late, we're already live.
Yeah, well, you can do an opening monologue if you wanted.
Okay, why not? Let's do an
Something
opening monologue.
to be pointed to what this topic's going to be about.
It's a good
Like
idea,
what
Doug.
this.
All right.
Maybe.
So this topic will not be about MGTOW today. We're going to talk about mental health. We're going to stay on track today. So I want to talk a little bit about depression, social anxiety, and motivation. So first of all, how about we just discuss a bit how we've all been doing mentally? Let's get that going first. Logic, why'd you just mute Doug?
Oh
Andrew!
Whoa, oops.
You just muted Doug. Oh no.
Oops.
All right,
man, that was mean. That was mean. Oh my god.
Andrew. Honestly, man. All right. So let's get started on this. So, Anya, how have you been mental health wise recently?
Oh, very good. Well, in terms of anxiety, I don't think it's like that good as I would want it to be, but since you guys know, I try to keep it positive, so I think that helps. So with the, I mean, I have no problems with depression whatsoever, and yes, I just feel good. But I am very anxious, like very anxious. My anxiety is very like crazy, but I don't really know what to connect it with. Well, there are many things, but I mean, yeah.
Recently, it's been more anxiety recently, you find?
Recently it's got a little bit worse, but I've just always have anxiety. I just it's not really connected with like it's like specific triggers or anything, you know. So it's just like I'm constantly anxious, and then when there is a trigger, then I'm more anxious. So but it's good. I mean, I've been making progress. I think I'm very proud of myself. I'm more like positive and happier. I feel happier. I don't know. So screw anxiety.
Screw anxiety. That's awesome. I can relate to you actually. My anxiety has been kind of high lately, but we'll get to that after too. So, what about you, Broda? How's your mental health been?
100% okay.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome, man. Anything you want to add to it? Add to your statement?
No.
Okay. Doug's turn.
Oh.
But Doug is muted, so he has to unmute himself because of Andrew.
Okay.
There you go.
Now I'm not muted, right?
No, you're good now.
Okay. I was trying to do the effects for the clap for the guy who said he's having a good mental health day, but unfortunately, it's not happening. Jazek, props, sounds. There we go. Did you guys hear that, or is that just me?
No, I heard it. I heard it.
Okay, life is good. I should have a really long list of stuff, but let's go with the one thing. I put a link onto the side to a channel that I watch, and if you watch that video at the bottom, like in the comments, I left a message for the person, and the person responded, and I can't tell whether the response is sincere or sarcastic. So if you guys could read that and tell me, my mental health when I woke up this morning was just being trashed by ruminations of the past. And other than that, I was having low motivation. I kept on falling asleep. Like I was watching the hockey games because that's what Canadian guys do, and I was like the Chicago Anaheim game, like triple overtime, unbelievable game, and I kept falling asleep. I was on the couch going, "This is so exciting." It was terrible, but that's the way it's been for the last week or so. I've just been no motivation, trying to do stuff, not getting it done, and oh, it's yeah. Like I was trying to just sign up for a new secondary YouTube channel for that project,
Yeah.
and I just I just look at the screen and I'm like, I know what I have to do, and like an hour will go by and I'll just be sitting there going headbutting because I keep falling asleep.
Oh
It's like,
no.
oh,
You
yeah.
need someone there to keep you awake, Doug.
I, yeah, then my anxiety would be so high I'd just be like catatonic going, no. But yeah, I do need, yes, I do need someone there, and I'm having this overwhelming sensation that I'm never going to have anyone there ever again.
Mm.
I don't know. That might be just a guy thing, but because guys have so much of a harder time to meet someone as opposed to girls.
Yeah. No, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Anyways,
But
okay.
um,
I've said so much. I've opened myself up so much that I'm starting to think that maybe I should shut up now. So
no, you're
yay.
fine. I opened your comment you made on the YouTube video, and to me it seems very sincere. So the person that
Oh,
replied to you.
okay. Yeah. My comment to her was obviously sincere because actually I comment to her all the time. She's like my second favorite YouTuber.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, she always comments something nice, but I can't tell if it's an American nice or if it's a real nice. Oh,
Oh,
no
what?
offense to the Americans.
It's like an
Sorry.
American. Everyone is so offended now, Doug. No, I'm kidding.
I know I should have shut up before. I
I'm
should have shut
kidding.
up when I did when I said I was going to
No,
shut up.
no,
Okay,
no,
now
no.
I'm
That
shutting up.
that was hilarious. But thanks for the updates, Doug. Let's move on to hear what Andrew's got to say. How's your mental health been? And welcome back to YouTube, Andrew. Woo!
Woo! Yeah.
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 Trials.
Awesome. I'm okay, I think. um, so I'm a little stressed out because I hate doing stuff on the internet. So I'm trying to get my music ready to sell. So I have to do copyright stuff with iTunes, and I'm gonna start doing shows on YouNow. So it's another streaming website and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get some of my ambition out of the way. So I'm like all stressed out about that, but my anxiety's okay. I'm all right. I'll be okay.
All right. Awesome. Good update, man. And Michael, welcome. What about you?
Yes, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks. I'm I quit my job like 3 weeks ago, and now I begin a new job today, tomorrow, or next week, or something like that. And I'm very excited about that. And so it's both. I'm excited and I'm also nervous, but I'm feeling good about it. So yeah, I'm happy.
Awesome. Yeah, it seems like people are experiencing more anxiety than depression these days. I don't know. I mean, I know we live in all different places of the world, but I feel like I'm getting a lot more sun in Canada, so I'm feeling a lot less depressive these days, and that's been helping a lot. But my anxiety's been high because I've been moving, and so I've been doing so much stuff, and it's a lot of stress and a lot of stuff to do. So, and I should be moved out by this next weekend. So it's been a huge project, lots of work, and then I'll be able to settle in and then calm down and focus on mental health and stuff myself. So, yeah, lots of work to do. I've like been painting continuously for hours and hours and hours, and I'm slowly going insane. Well, more insane than I already am, but you know, like different level of insanity. So anyways, guys, I want to talk a bit about motivation. So thanks for the updates, guys. So some of you guys are going through transitions or trying out new things. Like, how do you find the motivation when dealing with mental illness? Any of you can join in if you want, and we have Lewis in here now too, so that's cool.
What was the question again? Sorry, Lisa.
No problem, Anya. How do you find motivation within yourself when dealing with depression and anxiety and stuff?
Well, hi. I think it's I think it's important to know that although you feel anxious, it's very likely there may be no reason for it. So always remember, like, even if you feel anxious at the end of the day, like I go through so many situations where I have to respond on the fly to deal with a problem in my day. And I mean, it makes you anxious to deal with situations like that, but you kind of realize at the end of the day, like, did everything I did today, was it okay? So as long as you're mindful of yourself, was it okay, everything I did? Even though you feel anxious about it, you don't have to be. So even though you feel anxious, know that you don't have to be anxious, kind of a thing. So like your body may react one way, but you don't have to let your mind sit in that headspace, you know?
Good point.
Yeah.
Nice, Andrew. Words to live by. Words to live by from the Logic Only Zone. I noticed your name changed too, didn't it? It's like
Oh,
Logic.
I'm working that out right now.
Like Logic Zone Only Zone.
I go by many names.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I was just wondering about that. That's funny. And Lewis is in here. How are you doing, man? You there? You just came in? Lewis? I saw an unmuting action, but we can't hear you. Damn. Oh well, you can tune in whenever you want there. But Anya, were you gonna say something before about how you find motivation in things? I see you've been doing a lot of inspiring videos lately, so that's really awesome.
Oh yeah, I think that the main thing is probably that I just I don't know. I think that bothered me a lot. Like seriously, that my anxiety. So I was trying to kind of, that I was thinking that when I overcome anxiety, then I will probably feel happy. But then I realized that it actually doesn't really depend on it, So, I cannot wait for anxiety to go away to be happy. So when I kind of realized that, I think that and also many other things, I'm a thinker. I think a lot, so through that, yeah, I kind of managed to find that kind of happiness within that does not depend on situations. I mean, it still does, but I mean, not as much as it used to be. So kind of I try to say to myself that it's like at the end of the day, it's gonna be fine anyway. So I'm getting there. But because when you start a fight with your kind of mental illness or issue, whatever people call it, it's kind of you're fighting against yourself almost. So that's when it doesn't work. So when you kind of accept it, okay, I'm anxious, I'm working on it, but I still can be happy during this process while working on it, So that's my point.
Yeah, those are good points actually, and I've been feeling very similarly to you. I've been like so anxious that one day I was at work and I was just like full-blown anxious, and I was thinking like, how am I ever going to recover or get better from this? And it's so frustrating, and just everything was like, I was just thinking too much about my actions and like, how I was in that moment and everything, and it would just felt like I was trapped in my own head, and I feel like we all have days like that probably when you just get stuck in your own, ruminations and your own neuroses, and you just think about like all these little things and you drive yourself insane and no one else is bothering you, but you're just in your own mind going, I'm going insane now, and it's just it's not a fun feeling.
Oh, Lisa, but how do you like deal with rumination? I mean, rumination is something that I cannot really deal with. I mean, if I have those thoughts, they just come and come and come. I mean, how do you actually stop them if you do? Like, does that work for you? But if you like, what works for you? Like, what do you do?
It is very hard, Anya. It depends. Obviously, if you're out in public, sometimes it's honestly as easy as just like opening my eyes. Sometimes I'll be on the bus and I'll be on in like my own head and my eyes are closed, and then I'll realize I'm in my own head driving myself insane. So I'll open my eyes and look out the window and try and be in the moment. That can help, you know. Or if I'm at home, a lush bath, like yes, that always that always helps. A
Yeah.
lush bath is a cure to everything, you know. But I mean also
Hashtag.
just hashtag lush bath. But you know, meditation helps a lot. I've been working on that too. I know my good friend Joe Kidwell on here is in a meditation retreat now for I
Oh
think over
yeah,
a
he
week.
is.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
amazing. So just things like that that you can do at home. Does anyone else have anything that they do to help with ruminating thoughts?
I make music.
Cool.
Yeah, music is cool. That's true.
It's weird because Doug said he tried the meditation bath the other night and it didn't work. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you're so stuck that it's like, you know, what's been helping me too is watching documentaries just to kind of distract myself because I find if you're watching, let's say, a stupid movie, it's not as distracting as something where you actually have to think about something, you know? So if you're watching a documentary that's got a lot of information, that might help. Yeah, exercise. That's true, Mikkel. That's good. Which I have not been doing at all lately. Although painting is a friggin' good workout. I'm not gonna lie. But oh, so a lot of people here are working out. That's good. How many people here work out? Raise your hand or rate yes. There.
Oh, I cannot
Doug.
raise my hand. I
Do you work out
but
too, Anya?
yeah, I do work out. I swim as well.
Awesome.
Oh man, Doug. Okay, you're strong enough.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I'm gonna
funny.
send us pictures later from Broda. That's much appreciated. Thank you. Can't wait with your avatar. I just cannot wait. That looks good. That
Yeah,
looks real good.
that's cool.
Oh man, it's so weird, guys, 'cause I'm still getting used to doing my hangouts again. 'Cause like literally the other week I was so sick that I just let all the MGTOWs hijack my hangouts and I just didn't say anything. And I was just like lying here, there in bed with my like camera off and just listening to the MGTOWs complain about women and prostitution and stuff for like hours. And this isn't knocking on the MGTOWs.
Look at look.
Guys,
I
I
tried
got
to
so
help.
many. Yeah. I got so many private messages that week. People are like, Lisa, you gotta take control of your channel. You gotta be more assertive. What is going on here? And I'm like, oh. Speaking of which, we have an anti-MGTOW in here right now. Welcome.
Hey, I thought we agreed no big tell.
I know. I just said he is
Oh,
anti-MGTOW, but we can talk
but
about
when were
mental
these
health too.
hangouts? Because I totally missed them. Usually I at least am aware of these hangouts.
It's because they
Yeah.
were very last minute, and I did them. It wasn't last week; it was the week before, and so I was kind of like a whatever goes hangout, and people would just
Yeah,
come in
I
and
remember that. I remember that. It was
oh my
so
god, it was
crazy.
like
It was just
insanity on my channel.
yes,
My
it
Hey,
was all over the place.
yeah. Hello.
hey Lisa, how you doing?
Good. How are
I'm
you?
I'm all right, I think. Yeah, I am the anti-MGTOW. You'll be accessed the anti-MGTOW dog.
Anti-MGTOW dog. I like
Yeah.
it. But today, as you know, we're going to be on mental health topics. So how's your mental health been, man? If you're comfortable sharing.
Well, I can't really I'll only speak to what I used to experience because I'm not as keen on the subject as I would like to be. I used to study psychology back in college, and I studied a little bit about like how the mind works. And I could pretty much tell you that I was like depressed for a little while back when I was in high school, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had like maybe not suicidal thoughts, but I was always thinking negative, and I kind of do like always think negative about situations and all that kind of thing. But the thing is that it's not so extreme that I just can't just get up and do something like I feel like I have the willpower to do the things that I want to do even if under certain pressures. So it's the only experience I could tell you is that back is just like the hormones that were going through my mind back when I was in high school, like how negative if I was feeling about myself because of all the perhaps maybe just school and just how pressured it was to me. That's pretty much all I could say about the subject.
Okay, that's cool. It's so good. I appreciate you sharing that because we're really trying to stay on the topics too. And I know Mitchell just joined here and left. That's okay. But but yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit more about, since my channel is largely, I'm trying to make it mental health based and trying to stay on topics about that, because I think that the mental health community can be really good for people, because a lot of people do feel alone, and I get a lot of private messages from people saying that they don't know what to do and all this. So I think it's good to kind of get people together and talk about these topics that people are kind of scared to talk about in their daily life. I think it's very important. So I'm really trying to bring that back home to my channel so that people don't think this is just like, my channel is about gender issues and stuff. Because it's not. I talk about it sometimes, but I'd rather talk about things that most of my subscribers can relate to, because they came to my channel likely for that reason. So, Yobi, do you find what motivates you when you need motivation? What helps you in life, would you say?
I guess I would say like jealousy.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like back when I was in college, I pretty much failed to graduate on time. I was supposed to I started college back in 2006. I was supposed to start in 2005, and I missed it. So I started in 2006. And then back in 2009, my best friends graduated, and I'm like, what? That's supposed to be me.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I was completely focused on getting my grades up and everything. So
That's good.
yeah, because I pretty much applied for the maximum amount of classes and just focused all my time on that. And if I kind of wish also, what also motivates me is doubt. It's funny to say because I had like a counselor back when I was in college as well, and she doubted me as to how I could accomplish my goals with all the classes that I was taking. And I was actually confident about myself, and I was taken aback as to why she was doubting me, and she's saying that, oh, you should drop a couple of these classes because I have my doubts that you're not going to pass all of them, and I wanted to prove her wrong.
Of course, yeah.
That's the funny part about it, because I've never really had any teacher or counselor doubt me, and actually, I guess that's kind of what demotivated me, because people were actually too confident in my abilities, and I actually wanted to prove something to somebody, I guess you could say. And if people were telling me, hey, I don't think you could do this, then maybe it would probably motivate me more, because I want to prove something that I could go above and beyond to the person that thinks that I can't. And I wish they could do that to me, but
Yo, dog, you can't stick your cock out on this video. You can't go on camera and show your cock, right? There's a challenge, yeah.
No, Lewis, don't.
well, maybe I will. I'm just kidding.
Challenge declined. Okay. Challenge declined.
Actually, challenge one of the girls. Then that'll be a good challenge.
And I'm the only one on camera. Wonderful. Okay, let's shift gears here.
I'm just
I've
kidding.
heard Russians have got penises, Russian women, but
Oh
I don't
my
think that's
God.
true. No, that's a horrible thing to say, isn't it? To pick on someone like that. But I hear jokes. No, I'm just saying, I hear jokes, and I'm like, where does that come from? Like, I don't even think there's any factual basis for it. Like, you want to go Bangkok if that's what you want, actually.
Bangkok.
Anyway, back on topic, mental health.
Back on topic. But I wanted to say I agree with you, Yobi, because in college, well, it's called Sage up here, I basically, one of my teachers said that I couldn't do science. She's like, because she said, what are your, because I did badly on one of her tests, and she's like, what do your parents do? And I said they both are trained in basically like English, literature, stuff like that. And she said something like, oh, kind of like that explains it, you know? And it was really frustrating for me. And so I just now finished my degree in biology, and I'm like, proved you wrong, bitch, you know? So it felt
Exactly.
really good. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I get what you mean. It's something that even if let's say it's something that you're not good at, or you don't have, like, some people are just skilled at certain things, but you push yourself hard enough that you're going to succeed to prove people wrong. It might not always be the best motivation, but it
Yeah.
does work, right? So
It, I guess it doesn't. It's not for everybody because like if somebody's too negative to somebody else, then that person that they're being negative to gets all
yeah.
even more depressed than they already are. So it's I know it might not be for everybody, but it's actually Karen Strawn talked about something like that back in her videos when she was making them, which she should continue making because the anti-feminist community is starting to wane. She made a video about how like I don't exactly remember the name of the video or the subject matter. I remember about how she was talking about how it's better to have like to make a bet towards the little boys that are in school instead of trying to motivate them, saying, "Oh, you could do this. Come on, you could do this." Maybe it's better. Maybe it's actually better to just say, "I bet you can't do this. I'll wager something to you if you can do it because I bet you can't." And yeah, there's a lot of like there's just too much positivity when it comes to like school and everything because that's how we get a lot of these special snowflakes and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've heard of that.
What's Andrew doing over there? I'm sorry, he's doing like some Dragon Ball Z moves over
Yeah,
there.
he was doing the
But
Kamehameha, or at least a Hadouken.
Hadouken. Okay, but I'm kind of, I'm in agreement and I'm in disagreement as well. I feel like if you have intrinsic motivation, so you're just able to motivate yourself through things, that is the most beneficial because that way you're not depending on anyone else to get stuff done. So let's say, you know, someone says, you know, you could do better on this test, you know, and then they kind of give you a reason to want to fight through. But if no one ever says anything to you, then you don't have that motivation anymore. You know, not having that external source, that can be dangerous, I think. So, does anyone else have any thoughts on that wants to add to the conversation?
Well, I think I'm kind of like Dog. I don't know his name. Like I have that. Yeah.
That's right.
You need to
Doggy
catch
dog.
your pseudonym. Anyway, like
Okay.
I have that negative kind of motivation thing too, and I don't know if it's that healthy, but I have it a lot. Like because I've with SA, I think a lot of SA sufferers are like this. They feel like everyone's out to get them and stuff. Like everyone hates them and shit. So I kind of use that. Unfortunately, I've got that and I've had that my whole life and everything. But at least I kind of harness that and use it as some demented motivation, just like Dog does, I guess.
It'll be
But like,
access.
I don't know. It can be a really bad thing, honestly. But like, I can't get rid of my paranoia. It's really hard, so I just kind of go with it, you know. But like, yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It's like making the best of a bad situation, I guess.
Yeah, it definitely is a tricky situation because I'll even remember when I used to go to the gym like a fanatic, I'd go multiple times a week and stuff. My motivation would always be to look better than a certain person in my mind, like either somebody that I was dating, their ex or something, like really like bad motivation that it worked at the time, but it wasn't a healthy way to think, you know, to be like I'm gonna be better than that person, you know, and this is going back quite a number of years. And now that I look back at it, I'm like, it worked. I was, you know, fit and I was in shape and stuff, but my mental health was like horrible back then. It was really like I was, you know, trying to achieve all these goals that depended on other people, right? So it wasn't the healthiest way. Does anyone here make goals in a healthy way? Like, how do you guys make goals other than this?
Tumbleweed. That's our only
Well,
way.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're so like
Hey,
competitive and
guy.
fucking. Yeah,
Hey,
what are you
guy.
saying, Andrew?
I think that you have to understand yourself. So, what is it that gives you that? Oh yeah. What gives you your oh yeah? Like creating something to me gives me my oh yeah. So once I made something, if I can make something cool, I feel satisfied for days. I'm just like, yeah, I made something cool.
That's actually me too.
So I mean, like, think about where you feel that oh yeah, and find your oh yeah and do it, because I think part of the problem with anxiety is people worry they can't get their oh yeahs. So as long as you can get your oh yeahs, then maybe you'll be okay, no matter like how you are. I don't know.
That was brilliantly put. That
I
was
guess,
perfect.
I guess that has to do. That's pretty much like a. It depends on whatever you want to make, because I don't know.
Well, it doesn't have to be make. It can be something that you do, like any kind of like an accomplishment, or it really has to do with you and knowing yourself and what you need, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
And what you need and what
Yeah.
you need.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. You gotta TM the oh yeah thing. That's really good.
Oh yeah.
Although doesn't the
Like,
Kool-Aid guy already have that in Death
Oh,
Pad
yeah.
and like a number of different people?
You guys are gonna,
yeah.
you guys are gonna get me sued.
Lisa, what's your oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's a really good question, Anya. I'm trying to think of what's something that I accomplish. Wow. Damn, I'm gonna have to think about that. Does someone have one off the top of their head?
It can be a wow or a damn too. It doesn't have to be an oh yeah. Wow. Damn.
Huh.
Well, Lisa,
Wow.
if you want to be a counselor and you like doing hangouts like this, maybe like helping people out, I guess, like neurotic people or just people in general, maybe.
Yeah,
But,
give me all the answers, Lewis. Give me all the answers to your
yeah,
problems. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm like, what's my oh yeah moment? I'm like, yeah, that one, what Lewis said. I think actually, no, that's good. That's good. I think that would definitely be something. Also, succeeding in school, finishing my degree now, that was a big like, yes, proved you wrong to that teacher way back when and all that. So
Exactly.
those things that add up over time, and it can be like tiny things too, right? It could just be like making a really damn good dinner that you're proud of. I mean, it could be like anything, right? You're like, this tastes really good. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is some good juice. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Remember, you're getting your oh yeahs, so there's nothing to worry about.
There you go. You need your 100%, oh yeah, values for the day. What are you at right now, Andrew?
I'm already at 5,000%.
Oh jeez, can you like OD on this stuff though? Is what I'm wondering. Like,
It's possible. It is very possible.
ooh, I don't know then. I'm gonna have to calm down then. I'm getting too many oh yeahs here.
Well, Viagra's your oh yeah.
Everything's giving me oh yeah right now. Everything.
Oh, Shalene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shelly. Welcome.
Oh,
You're
guys, I got a nice feedback from Paul Wilson, so it's a big oh yeah.
That is.
Yeah, that's like oh yeah of the day. Seriously.
Why?
Awesome.
Why do you expect bad feedback or something? Like, by the way, are we allowed to? Is it okay to talk about what Michael mentioned in the comment thing, like on this? Because I wasn't aware of that. That sounds nasty.
Go for it.
Yeah, sure. Because I don't know what you don't want to. Like, I don't know if you want to censor everything and shit. But like,
Oh no, please.
why was it a MGTOW debate, Michael? Like that threat, like. I feel like I shouldn't even speak about threats. Like you'll end up getting fucking caught by Interpol and fucking taken into jail and taken to Guantanamo Bay or something.
Oh my god.
Or equivalent or something. But like.
Don't worry, my friend. You'll be fine.
Yeah, were you being the feminist and was like that what got you threatened or what?
No, it's I'm friends with some of those MGTOW guys. Well, at least I'm friendly with them, and some are friendly to me. So But this was in a private hangout where I was invited, and yeah, everyone had a polite conversation about things. You know, both me and other MGTOW people who were very polite, and we had a good discussion. And yeah, so it was not something planned. It wasn't like an organized thing against me. So
Look at you. They
Yeah, an
probably
organised
gang up
drunk.
on me.
I didn't expect it to be an organised drunk threat or some, you know, to your life, but yeah, okay.
so I can just explain the rest in the chat because it was a private hangout. So I don't want to, you know.
Derail the conversation.
Yeah.
The drums, though. I want drums. It's my yeah.
No, no drama anymore. Emerald Hammer of Justice. You know what I'm talking about, Doug.
Yeah.
Oh, I
love the Emerald
Guys,
Hammer of Justice.
guys, if you have a problem with somebody, the best way to deal with it is a dance-off.
Yes.
You gotta have a dance-off if you have a problem with somebody. Just say, you know what? If you have a problem with me, I think it's time for a dance-off. You know, and just
actually
go at it. That'll solve the problem.
How about a one-on-one fight?
No.
What about Sledgehammer of Justice?
No,
Anyway,
actually,
I need to go.
No.
Yeah.
Like hammer.
You guys,
I just want to explain this though. But
hey guys, use your words. Hey guys, use your words. Have a rap battle.
No, it's
no.
it's just that I remember seeing this video not YouTube, on Facebook about these two guys having a fight in some backyard, and they didn't have their shirts on nor shoes. They fought for like 2 minutes, and then after it was all said and done, they hugged it out. So if I could only find that video, it's pretty entertaining. At least for us guys, it's kind of entertaining. But a lot of people were actually giving a lot of respect to both the guys for like settling it, quote unquote, like men.
I still like the dance-off idea, though. I'm not gonna lie. Andrew, someone just said that everyone would lose against you in a dance-off. That's a pretty big compliment.
No, really? Who? Who says? Where?
Everyone would lose to you, and that was Alien Zen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for recognizing my powers.
It was a very big compliment there. And David Weston, he's got the moves, too. Let's not forget. Shout out to David Weston, right?
Yeah. My boy. Yeah, Weston.
Oh.
I like that David Weston guy. He's a little bit on the introverted side, but he does have the right idea in that feminism and MGTOW are both like you know. I don't want to derail the conversation, but I like that guy.
Thank you. He's also very good with his mental health content, right?
And he's a genius.
I would say he is, I guess. And I haven't watched his stuff. He knows what he's talking about.
What? Who are you talking about?
Mr. David Weston.
Oh, okay. I was getting sausages. Okay.
Whoa. Sorry.
Ooh.
The food guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not David's sausage. Anyway, I'm gonna eat
Oh
this.
man.
You guys carry on.
How can you carry on from like a lead-in like that? You know, it's like just now talk about whatever. I'm like, but you just said sausages, and now the conversation.
Oh, then all conversation is ruined for you, Lisa, huh?
It's rude when I talk with my mouth full of his penis.
Oh.
Okay, we don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that's just gross. Okay, guys, back to mental health. What was I going to say? I forgot. Sorry, I'm very scatterbrained. I've been so busy with stuff lately. It'll be cool because starting next week, I might be able to do my first Introvert Island in my new place. So I'm like, as long as the internet's set up and everything, so that will be really exciting. And you guys can see like a blue wall instead of a
Oh,
Yellow?
instead of
A
green.
red wall.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Find out everyone's
Oh.
colorblind. We're all seeing different colors.
Yeah, I know. I was like, geez, I didn't. I was like, is that a trend in the mental health community? Colorblindness? I didn't know that. That's
That
cool.
looks green. That looks like lime green to me.
Actually, it's quite
Yeah.
yellow.
I want to ask something, but I don't know if it's not on topic.
Go for it.
Why are you moving in the first place?
Just to get my own space because I've been living with my fiance and his family to save some money, and we are ready to go and do our own thing now. So that will be very good.
But that isn't that gonna cost more money?
It is, but not exponentially more because actually he's a part owner of a triplex, so we're going to be paying really cheap rent. So it's very beneficial for us.
Really cheap, is that subjective?
It's going to be about $350 a month split between us.
What
Not
the?
each.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
that is cheap
too
actually.
subjective. Yeah, that's very cheap. Very cheap. Plus utilities, but still it's like it's almost a no-brainer at this point. Just in this point in our lives where I'm working towards getting a career job now, you know, he has his job, but we won't be too stressed about finances. So that will be very very good.
That's crazy. I wonder where you live to have that kind of cheap rent.
Yeah, it's because like our payments are paying down the mortgage at the place, so it's kind of like we don't even need to be paying that much because the other people living there are already paying for their share. So it's a way that we can live in a very like cheap fashion basically. And the fact that he's a part owner to it, we can do any renovations we want and put up whatever we want and paint it how we want. So it's like a really good situation. It's a very old building, so it's going to look a little bit, tattered, but we did the best we could with it, so I'm very happy about that.
Kind of sounds like the buildings in where I live. Well, at least
Yeah?
not where I live, not around where I live, but a little bit further uptown.
Cool.
Because I live in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in the Bronx, the buildings are really old and are all broken down and shit, and they look terrible. Like I went over to one of my friend's house, and his house was like I couldn't help it. I just had to say it. It looked like a dump.
Really? Oh
yeah.
no.
Well, it wasn't like his fault. It was just like all the walls were all bent out of shape, like it got hit by an earthquake.
Ooh, that's not good. See, this place isn't that bad, but it needed a lot of like plastering work and things because there were holes, and it was the kind of thing where no one was able to really work on it because there were always people coming in and out, and it was rented quite frequently, so there was no time to do huge renovations. So now we were doing all the big renovations, yeah. But you know what? It's cool because I did like a 40-second quick, like I called it a tour, but it's not really of the place on my YouTube channel, and I got these thumbs down because it was like so short and I didn't say anything and it just didn't do it justice and no one knew what was going on. So I'm gonna do a full apartment tour when we're all established, and it's gonna be a lot better. It will be an actual tour, not just like I'm running through the house now and showing you really fast and no one knows what colors we're keeping or what's going on. So it's gonna be good.
Okay.
Did you guys get the building through like friends or family working together to get the duplex, or?
Well, what it was is actually it's my fiance's parents basically bought it, and they've been paying down the mortgage, but he's a part owner in it. So what's going to happen is they're kind of like buying out the parents so that he will be an owner with his brother, and then that way they basically own the triplex themselves. So it's a pretty good deal. Kind of confusing situation, but point is cheap rents, decent place, lots of work we were able to put into it, so it'll be a good place to live for the next few years and take it from there. So that's the story with that whole thing there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Teamwork.
Teamwork, yeah. So I'm burnt out today, so I'm sorry, guys. But it was funny because on Monday everyone was like, "Where's Introvert Island? Why aren't we doing a hangout and stuff?" I'm like, "Guys, it's my birthday, and I'm working on the place." My whole birthday was I was painting and mopping, so it was.
When was it? What was
on
it,
Monday.
Lisa?
Monday.
Oh, really? Oh, happy birthday, belated.
Thank
It
you.
was already. Yes, it
Thanks,
was
guys.
already, right?
Ditto.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You didn't post anything. You didn't post anything. I remember you
know.
told. I remember you
But,
told.
I'll sing happy birthday.
Oh.
Oh.
Do it, Frenchie. Anyway, I turned 24 early this month as well. Give me a cheer, right?
Yay.
Don't let Lisa always
cheers,
get all the
man.
credit as usual. Credit hog.
So what demotivates people?
Oh, I was waiting for the happy birthday. Shelly, happy birthday to Lisa. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lisa. Happy birthday. I have no idea.
I want
That's terrible.
To you.
Oh my god, thank you guys. Thank you so much.
If only I had like
You look like
a birthday card.
monkey at 1-2,
And I
and
played-
then that's totally inappropriate. Go on. Sorry.
If only I had like the
Who does that? Who does that?
those singing birthday cards. I just open up right now in front of the microphone and I just let it play.
Who does
Yeah,
mustache on Lisa?
They should get
Look at
they
this.
should get one of those fish.
Oh, yay!
I
That's
got my
cool.
birthday cake.
That's so cool.
Now blow your candle.
It's like burning my mouth off though in my nose. But you know, what can you do?
I like the one with the monocle and the mustache more.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. It just like auto like went on for some reason. I just like put on the Google effects and it just appeared on my face and I'm like, okay, all right, that's fine. Wait, where's that hangout? I wanna put. You can put your name on here too. It's pretty cool. Let's put that in there. The color is going to be emerald green because obviously, and
Chaos Emerald.
yeah, Chaos Emerald. I'm just gonna put this on.
I hope you know what that is, Lisa.
Of course, Sonic, man.
Good. Not a lot of
Don't you
people know.
worry.
Not a lot of people know what that is. That's the thing.
I know what that is.
Actually,
Misspent youth. I know.
It's what?
Oh, what's with Doug? He's.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, Doug! Nice! You're in your happy place.
That's right.
Yes. Actually, some of the effects don't work and others do. I just don't get it. So there you go.
That's so fun, Doug.
A little accidental humor there. Sorry.
Man. It's funny.
So, since there's a lull in the mental health stuff, I've been having a lot of issues with all the bad things that I've ever done, or not bad things, just stupid things that I could have done better. And I sit there going, oh, why did I do this, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, how do you guys, when you find yourself constantly going over the past, and it's like, and it's trivial things. It's like, oh, I could have said this, or I should have done that, but I didn't do it. And it's absolutely insignificant. I'm not talking the big things which you shouldn't have done, that we all have. I'm talking about the, wow, I could have held the door open for this person instead of not. And it's like, oh, why did I do that?
Does anyone else deal with these kind of thoughts? I do.
Yeah, I do. I don't know.
So when you find yourself like just constantly going through these things, going, oh, why did I do blah? What's some CBT exercises or some, because I'm having just real issues getting myself out of this funk.
So why do you feel that you had to do that? And if you don't, you have to think about it. Why do you feel that way?
I if I knew that, that'd be probably helpful. Social conventions will say this is the way you're supposed to act, and I did not act with that social convention.
Oh, okay. Well, that's just an illusion, so you don't have to worry. It's all good, bro.
No, okay. Well,
That's simple.
but
Yeah.
if social conventions are not an illusion, I mean, we all live by them
Nope,
every single
that's
day.
not true. Because you're forced into it. Everything's created through the human mind into reality, and therefore exists through it. So you don't have to worry. It's all good, bro. Those things are just, and not only that, but those other people aren't even thinking about you in that way in terms of like, oh, that person should have did this for me. Nobody's even thinking of that, so you don't have to worry. It's all good. It's all good, bro.
I agree with that last part, but I don't agree with that first part because we all have to live in a complex
No,
society.
okay. The necessity of norms doesn't establish the actuality of them. So that's ad populum. That's appeal to tradition.
The necessity of norms.
Appeal to traditional rules.
Yeah. So like the rule could be anything. It could be women holding the door for men. If we had that culture, it could be. It could be. So that's the thing. Like, even if. So I mean, obviously that's a ridiculous idea, but.
No, go with that. Like, let's say I was in a culture where holding the door for men because it's a patriarchy. Oh, sorry, Lisa.
Oh.
Ooh.
I did not burp.
Ooh,
that was somebody else. But yeah, no. If some woman did hold the door open for me, would I be offended? Well, if that was the norm, I think
there's
I
no
could
norms.
possibly see myself.
There
saying
is
that.
Everything is permitted. Just be kind to people. Be nice. If you're being nice, don't worry, bro. You're nice, Doug. Okay. You're nice, Doug. So don't worry, bro.
It's like,
all
I
good.
could have said that. That would have been nicer. Or
No.
well, I'm Canadian, so you can never be nice enough. Ever. Please back me up on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're Canadian. You do the nicest things you can, and you sit there in your bed going, I could have been this and done that, and that would have been so much nicer.
Hey, Doug.
So it would have been
I think
so
that's
much
fear.
more happy.
Hey, Doug. I think that's fear.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, that definitely I can see that as
Because-
fear.
Yeah, like
Tricky.
you feel like you have to do those things for some reason. But here's the thing. Think about what you do already. What you do that is good. So technically, nobody's required to do anything. So if you're being good and doing good stuff, then you should think about what you are doing and not what you could have done. And think about what you will do and what you have done, not about what you could have done. Does that make sense? So like you're like spending time in a headspace that doesn't exist because there is no could have done because time's gone now. So
No,
Getting deep logic.
it does exist because I'm thinking it.
I'm just trying to help straighten out your state of mind.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I do. It's just bouncing off my thinking cap like everything else.
Yo,
And
Doug.
my thinking cap has a terrible. Oh, you're such an idiot right now. You're so lazy and useless and terrible and
Yeah,
awful.
I have the same thing, you know, like ruminating on shit, even shit you did years ago, like even really small stuff. For example, like on the bus home from work earlier, I bumped into an acquaintance I used to do volunteer work with, and like he looked like he was going to get off the bus, right? I thought he was going to get off the bus, and I said, I'll see you around. And it turned out he wasn't getting off the bus yet. Like, I know, yeah, I know. I actually got off the bus before he did. I know he lives in the same town as me, so it was kind of an understandable mistake to make, and he was putting his shit in his bag and all that. But, you know, like, little things like that can upset me. I'll remember them for years. You know, it's like the socially awkward penguin meme, you know, if you know what that is. It's like just got endless examples of essay situations, you know, like endless ones, and it's just like our lives. If you got essay, if you got it bad, you know.
That is exactly what I'm going through. That describes it perfectly.
Oh, okay, guys. So it's like this. So I'm around a lot of people every day, and I actually make an effort to be nice to every single person I see. So I smile at people, and I just wave at people. I'm just nice to everybody. And through that, I've like basically exposed myself out of that type of anxiety, because you'll wave to somebody and they won't wave back. But it's like, oh, I'm just being nice, and if they want to return my kindness, great. But if they don't, it doesn't matter. I'm going to move on. I'm going to be nice to another person, and they will recognize me.
Yeah.
Or if you make a mistake, it's like, okay, well, next time I'll just do it that way. But you don't dwell on it. The dwelling on negativity just breeds negativity. So you just, shake off the haters. Shake them up.
Naysayers gonna naysay, right? But
Taylor Swift. Got it.
what about Taylor Swift?
No, shake it off. The video.
He's a fan. He's a fan.
I think she did a show like.
Anxiety?
What?
I have a theory about this.
Yes.
Maybe people project their insecurities and fears in their life on the little things.
Yeah, that's right.
Because
it's
easier to handle the little things than the more big picture insecurities about, for example, identity and where you are in life and where you are going and such bigger things. What do you think about that?
Dude, I read a book about like death, and like this psychiatrist / author guy. His theory is a lot of things are actually kind of a fear about death ultimately, but like, and he would extrapolate and come up with how something like a fear of moving away from a house someone's lived at for a long time is actually kind of about death. I mean, I'm not sure who's right about that shit. Like all of it, maybe it's a bit mental, like Sigmund Freud, like with his penis theories all the time. But but like I think that is the thing. Like I mean, someone could have these little essay fears their whole life, and then before they know it, they're on the deathbed, and it's like they're embarrassed to die wrong or something. Like I actually heard someone say, I don't remember who it was.
Boy.
Fuck you. But I remember someone. Actually, no, a friend of mine.
Mine got fixed.
Dude, seriously, he was really, really ill, and really ill, and part of the reason was, probably the main reason, was he wouldn't go to hospital, and he possibly would die, and the biggest thing concerning him was, it'd be so embarrassing to be seen dead like this in such a state. So, there you go, ramble over.
Yeah, so it can be part of a bigger issue, and the small things are easy to fix. For example, if you worry about holding up doors, the next time you can hold up a door, and it may feel good, but there will always be little things to think about, but I think the main issue is something else, really.
What's the topic again? I couldn't fucking find
I could totally see myself be like sitting there or standing there in line going, if I died in line at the Safeway, the shopping center, how embarrassed would I be that I looked like that? That I was like, I shouldn't be embarrassed, because when you're dead, it's over. You're not embarrassed. You don't think. You're not thinking. But I was like sitting there going, if I died right here, right now, I would be humiliated. And that piques my anxiety when I have that. It's like, that's insane.
Yeah. But I think that's what John talked about, that it's a sort of expression of fear of dying.
No, I'm not afraid of dying. I'm not afraid of being dead. I'm just embarrassed that
I am.
Embarrassment. That's a totally embarrassing thing. How dare I die?
But like that shows how like out of perspective the way your mind works is, you know, and like mine's the same as well. Mine's similar probably as well, but like it's just like if you really remember that shit, like the fact that I mean, like I'm 24, I don't know how old you are, but like SA it'll just eat up the rest of your life, and you will be in your deathbed thinking like maybe you'll be somewhere with a bunch of people around you. Maybe if you've got SA, you won't have anyone. But like maybe if you do have a bunch of people around you, you'll be like, shit, this is embarrassing. All this
No,
attention.
I've worked at
I
that. When
like
I die, I'm going to be alone unless I'm at the mall. I'm 47. I only have a few years left, so it's like.
Oh,
if
that's like
it's
so
happening.
pessimistic.
Don't say it that way now.
yeah, Doug, my dad's
actually-
No,
47.
I'm happy
I'm
with
sure
that.
he'll live longer than he does. I
Actually,
don't think you're that ill and shit.
No,
Yeah, and you
it's the
should
progression.
you
My
should try
grandmother
this
lived to be
hypnosis stuff or
99.
affirmations, you know. So you should try this affirmation stuff so that you can improve your self-esteem and shit.
I tried that last night, the affirmation. I tried the meditation bath last
It's a
night.
challenge. You won't. It's not an
Nothing.
overnight process. It's not an overnight
Yeah,
process. It's a battle.
yeah,
It's a
you need
battle
to
of the mind, you
practice
know.
that.
Yeah, it's
No,
like there's
I
a bully, right? And it takes time and it takes patience. You know, it's like the art of war. You need to study the enemy. You know, you need to
no,
get
I've
into its head and then
the
fight
art of
back. You know,
war.
like
yeah, I've
yeah,
already
it's like
done like 10 years of that. I was in a place that I could, like, I was a professional finding my happy place, finding my calm place. I mean, I was just making leaps and bounds, and then something happened in the last week that just devastated me, and I can't figure out what it was.
no, it's like this. So like you can't just find your calm place, right? It's like a program in your head. You need to first you need to first make sure that program sticks in it because your head actually because of the depression and all the clinical depression and all that, you can probably be prone to viruses, right? So you need like hardwire your mind onto some really good hypnotherapy and shit, right?
Well, I thought it was hardwired. Like I thought had accomplished it. I thought I was there, and to find out that all of a sudden you're not there, that something that you can't put your finger on, put you back like years. It's like so depressing. It's so
Yeah, I mean,
demotivational.
It's like a challenge.
the
Like you need to be
program
patient and you
this
need to keep
time.
on fighting it. Yeah.
Yo,
The
Doug,
program.
I missed some of this chat, like quite a lot of it. But is there anything specifically that's happened over last week, like briefly?
I have no idea what it was. Like I was pondering that and going, all I'm feeling is the effects, but I don't know the cause of it, and I don't seem to be able to get myself out of it. It's like holy crap! It's like years gone of progress.
Yeah, it's kind of like, there's some kind of trigger, it's possibly like it's probably a trigger because your past you would have experienced something and then so it could have resurfaced some emotions. You shouldn't get upset or something. You should just say that stress or something is good for you and it's like a muscle, right? It's like the Spartans say, right? Like the more you sweat on the field, right? The less you bleed in the battleground. So it's all about training. So you need to. Sometimes it's hard work therapy as well. Sometimes you feel like procrastinating. Sometimes you don't feel like going, and sometimes you don't. You try and make fun of the therapist as well, right? But then you need to find a different therapist. Again, with medication, it's very complex, right? You have to find the right medication that doesn't bring on certain side effects. So all this is a challenge. You need to embrace the challenge and start playing games with it so that it doesn't take over you and you take over it.
Yeah,
You need to overcome the challenges. The challenge doesn't need to overcome you.
Yeah, isn't your problem agoraphobia? Like, isn't that what you struggle with the most, or something?
Yes, that's yes, that's what causes my panic attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
Is social agoraphobia.
Yeah, what kind? I always forget everyone's like issues specifically, but like some people have it where they don't leave the house at all. Some people have it where, you know,
Yeah,
crowds.
I spent years not leaving the house at all, and then I got like a lot better. And this last week, it's like boom. So yeah, that was my issue.
Well,
Sorry, I'm kind of
if
reading.
nothing happened, like I don't know, maybe you just isolating too much. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, see, it's basically a balance, Doug. You know, you need to make sure you get enough therapy sometimes. You need to make sure your chemistry, the brain chemistry is right with medications. You know, you need to make sure you don't stress yourself out. And then there are certain things like which can induce these viruses into your mind, right? So you need to make sure your antivirus is like updated and all that. So you need to take good care. You need to exercise. You need to exercise.
Oh, I just adore this guy.
Thanks, Anya. I adore you too. Okay, so so yeah,
But
so it's
here's the
like
depressing.
it's
Yeah, here's the
yeah, so
depressing
yeah,
thing.
it's yeah, so it's kind of like you need to make sure you are focusing on your health, and that includes like mental health. Like you need to exercise enough, then you need to say your affirmations every day. You need to like do you have your goals intact? Like you place your goals before yourself, and you need to reinforce it into the mind. If some of them start slacking off, right, then you're making yourself more prone to viruses. So you need to make sure that the checklist is ticked like every day
Yeah,
because
no, that's good
take care of
advice.
yourself.
That's
If
I
you
will
don't,
definitely try to incorporate that in the next, well, after the chat's done. But here's the depressing thing. My grandmama, she lived to be 99. She passed away in 2009. My mom only lived to be 63. She passed away in 97. I'm figuring if we go with that, I'm not going to make it to 50. Like, just,
that's a silly
Doug.
pattern,
it's
bro. That's a
depressing.
silly,
Doug.
silly pattern.
yeah, Lisa, don't point mistakes at Doug. You must remember that when you're treating a person with a mental illness, it's the illness and it's not the person. You shouldn't judge people in the mental health community. It's something
It's
that
not
that's
judgment. It's just me saying that genetics is only a small part of things, Doug. And for instance, my father, his dad had a heart attack in his 50s. Um, and also his father's father, the same thing happened. But my dad exercises more than they did. He takes better care of what he eats and things like that, and he's fine, and he's 60 now, and he's still going, and he has no
yeah.
problems. So environment is a
It's
big part of it as
yeah, it's
well.
mind over matter. So you need to like make sure you're getting you can actually get what you want. Like if you really try and like if you channel your mind in the right way. So you need to read more motivational books. If some people are kind of depressing you out,
I've heard
like
that stress
yeah,
causes your arteries, the walls, to become thinner, and that causes health issues for not that later on in life. So
yeah,
have
don't
you
focus on the
ever
negative stuff.
contemplated,
Just
like,
don't
if all
focus on
my
the negative
arteries are
stuff.
so thin,
Mhm.
pretty soon my aorta is just going to explode, and that's
No,
what I've been
Doug, you'll
thinking.
be fine.
Yeah,
You'll
don't think about all
But
that
no,
stuff.
is that
Just look at
true?
the
Like,
look at
is
the
it?
silver lining. Like sometimes you
Well,
see like dark clouds and all that. You need to like make sure that there's also the silver lining. So include that. And then like you need to cherish those good sides and like you shouldn't because the more you focus on the dark cloud, right, then the more you're hurting yourself, right? And you don't want to hurt yourself, right? You need to like love and protect yourself and like I'm not talking with the hands and all, right? But then I'm just saying like
Hmm.
whatever.
yeah, but no, I was
I'm
just
kidding, sorry.
actually asking Lisa because she's kind of
Anya, you
like
should say
you
that
have a
joke.
biology degree. You might have done something with that. Is there a does stress cause a lot of damage to the body? Like,
No, stress can definitely do a lot, but I mean, a lot of these things in my mind are very controllable. So if you take the time, like you said, and try and meditate or take a bath and calm down and things, that can help. Even if in the moment you feel like it didn't help you entirely, I'm sure it still calms your body down and just it's good for your physiology in general. So I think that you're doing as many things as you can. And, you know, like everyone's saying here, to not focus on the negatives so much and to think about all the positive things, that helps a lot with stress and just overall mental health, I think. That's what I try and do, like they do. So.
But Doug,
Yeah,
can I ask you, like, have you tried like therapy? Because
oh yeah, I've
because
done years and years of
Yeah,
therapy
he just said
with
he
Yeah.
tried therapy.
professionals.
Oh, sorry, I just missed it because you just when you are very like anxious, you have like too much of anxiety. You cannot really think logically, as far as I know.
True.
In my experience, it is this way. So you know, at times I need to take like calming medication in order to be able to think properly. So it's not only about medication. It's just you know, it's just therapy or work on yourself. I don't know if you go to therapists or you just work on yourself, on your thoughts or whatever, in combination with medication. I mean, I think in your case, that might be necessary to take some medications. Well, it's just my
Yeah, but
personal opinion.
so it's kind of like it's like a very tricky situation, right? Like Anya's right, but then there's like whenever you point fingers at somebody, right, then a person kind of gets hurt, right? And then he doesn't kind of take what he has to take, right? So you should just take your own time and like you've got a short life. You got to enjoy it to the fullest, right? So just see like what are the nice things you can do, okay? And then what is your goal in life, like just keep looking at that, just go crazy with it, right? Just have fun and blow it up in your head and like live it in your fantasies and like just keep looking at the good stuff that you want in life, and then there's the law of attraction. So you start attracting the good stuff. So just remember one thing, okay? Life is short. It's time to have fun.
Okay, what is fun? Like, seriously, I was thinking about this during portions of the week, going, have fun.
Yeah.
What do you find fun, Doug? And Mr. Doug could not figure out what was fun. And when you start talking about yourself in the third person, it's over the edge. That's a
Yeah,
joke.
so don't do that, right? So the thing is isolation is not healthy. So what you need to do, step one is like, just get out and try and socialize, or just go and sit in a nice cafe or something, and then try initiating a conversation, make some friends, read some of these pickup artists. You can probably get a few strategies on how to pick up women, or pick up men, or whatever you're into, right?
Actually,
So
I did
Hey,
try that. I went to
can I say
Earl's.
something, guys?
yeah,
So
goes on.
I
No.
want Doug to know that we all see how kind you are and how like accepting you are, and we can see admirable qualities in you. And I think what frustrates other people is when you, instead of focusing on those things that are wonderful and great about you, you let other things tear you down and hold you down when you shouldn't, because there are wonderful things about you, and I'm sure you have incredible potentials to be anything or create something or enjoy something. So, don't let any bad thoughts because it's not making you feel good, so you don't need that. Like look at all the positive things about you and use it to your advantage and feel confident.
If I was in a mind space, no, if I was in a mind space where I could take
That was too
where I
much
could
of
do
logic,
that,
by
I
the way.
wouldn't need to do that.
Sorry.
Actually, I went to.
Sorry.
That was my best shot.
I missed it. I
I
missed it.
missed, and it went right by your head.
Andrew.
It didn't bounce off the. Actually, I went to Earl's. I did try to go out and socialize. I went to Earl's, the restaurant, and it's a nice place with a nice meal. I tipped well, yay. But I was not having. It wasn't. It wasn't anything positive. I got nothing positive from that. So I actually did try that. I also tried to walk some stairs and stuff, and there's this girl who was looking at me and kind of walked up to me, and I was like, focused on the goal, so I didn't say anything or anything. And I kept on having that video where the girl walks around the city for. Oh, sorry, that's a MGTOW stuff. I'm going to risk it and risk Lisa's hammer of justice.
Go for it, Doug.
Please don't warn me before you release the hammer, the emerald hammer of justice. But there's that video of the girl walking around for like 10 hours, and she was saying that saying hi to her was being accosting, was being offensive to her, was being, what's the word I'm looking for? It was it was sexist, but it was an assault on her.
Creepish.
Yeah,
creepish.
assault. Creepish,
Okay, so-
but it was an assault on her. Like saying hi to her was an assault, and she walked around, and you've all seen that video, right? Okay, I'll link to a video, but maybe you guys haven't. But there's a video of a girl walking around for 10 hours, and every guy that says anything to her, they counted it as an assault.
Now, Doug, I want to ask you a question. What do
So
you
I
think
didn't
is
say
more
hi to her, is what I'm saying, and that's what was going through my mind.
Okay, so what is more important, getting laid or facing rejection from her?
No, that wasn't. I wasn't.
okay, so
I wouldn't
I
say
asked you-
hi to get laid because that would be an assault.
Weird question.
You didn't understand the question. It's got two options, right? So which is more important, getting laid or getting assaulted? Because sometimes there are risks, right? Like sometimes you have to take that leap, So you need to like just close your eyes and like just jump into the thing, into the fire, But then later on, you might get laid or whatever. So it's important you just like forget about certain things. There's some bitches out there, you say fuck them and just like wave your dick on their faces or whatever.
Too much information, Hugh.
Oh my god.
Like seriously.
Hugh.
I mean, it's just a metaphor, because like the penis is like a sign of power in the Indian culture and all. What are you gonna do, right? So I mean, I'm brought up that way, right?
That's one way to look at it. Yeah.
We worship the phallus, So it's kind of like it's all we do. I'm just kidding.
So do I.
Oh, fatty boy.
Yeah,
Well,
Lisa.
Turkman isn't here, so
this is
somebody had to take up the flame there. Way to go, Hugh! Woohoo!
That's simple. See, see, the thing is, like most of the times, right? Like sometimes your self-esteem gets hurt. You need to like take the time to like reprogram the mind and like get it. I mean, and see what you want. Don't see what you don't want. See what you want. Then just go for it, and then and the more you look at it, it's like the law of attraction, right? You start attracting the good stuff. So you need to like learn to understand the law of attraction and then start using it to your benefit.
Hey, so like you were gonna go up some stairs in the restaurant? Is that what you meant? Like,
No, there's a hill they have stairs which leads to like the downtown core, and a lot of people run the stairs as exercise.
right?
And that's what they do. And there's like a lot of really fit girls that go there. And there's a lot of really fit guys that go there, and it's kind of one of those places. So
Did
yeah.
she stop as if to like talk to you or something, or did she?
I don't know. Maybe she was tired, or maybe she kind of like when we were doing the stairs, we did look at each other a few times as we passed, right? And then I stopped on a landing, and she stopped on the same landing. So.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Damn.
Like you never know.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, so it's kind of
didn't-
like you need to like work on your approach. It's kind of like see, there are different things to success, right? So you can just like ask yourself what they are, and you can like probably say, you need to have the right look, you need to have the right confidence, you need to have the right What else? Help me out. What do you guys think is like, the approach to success? What do you think are the steps you need for success?
What with
Step
ladies?
one, have
I'm
money. Step two, flaunt it. There you go. That's the
Yeah.
success story
You
for a
need to
guy.
have, yeah. So you need to. So maybe sometimes your aims are too high. So I don't know. Sometimes you may be like a 5 and you're trying to hit on a girl who's a 10. So you may have to like start with something easy like 4, like a confidence builder or something, right? And then like work yourself up to a 5 and then work yourself up, then maybe if you like get the right program of pickup, right? Then you can probably like move up. I'm not good with pickup,
No,
but I'm
no,
just saying,
no, no,
yeah. So it's
no.
just it's
You
just
have to
logic.
be
I'm
with.
just
You
using.
have to hit on someone who you find
Wait,
appealing because it's
I'm
insulting if
Not
you
sorry.
don't.
necessarily, because it's kind of like if
Wait,
What
you
was
Miss
the problem?
McKelsey?
What was
what
the problem in this discussion? What was the main issue for Doug?
No,
attracting
I hit a
social life
terrible.
and
How's that?
women.
Does
I
that make
asked
sense,
I asked
Lisa?
Doug.
Like to sum it up in one word, funk. I hit a um, yeah, a funk. I'm just in a place where I can't get motivated. I can't do anything, and I'm depressed,
Yeah,
I guess.
I meant with this situation that you mentioned with the girl running by you at the stairs. What
Well, it
was
wasn't a situation. Like I didn't consider it a situation. It was just like maybe I could have said hi. That's it.
oh, okay?
And it wasn't a situation. It's like maybe I could
Yeah,
have said hi. Maybe that would have got me out of my funk, or maybe it would have just been something to throw on the pile.
Yo, Doug, there's a guy called Tyler RSD on YouTube, and I've mentioned him before, but like, apparently when he's a pickup guy, but like when he started, he was a
but
bit like he was nervous and that, and women would look at him like, kind of like in a, oh look, the poor freak is trying to do something. Like that's how he would actually word it himself. Like he'd do it like a quote unquote spaz at the start, and then now he's like really like amazing at it, and you see him on videos and that. But he's not a natural like as such though. You just got to kind of learn to do shit wrong first time. Maybe what Hugh was saying, like about going for things that are easier but actually less appealing, like maybe a 20 stone woman or something. Like I don't mean to. I'm not making fun of overweight people, but like sometimes you got to treat it like work. It's kind of
But are
depressing,
we
but
kind of deviating a little bit? Because Doug, wasn't your point basically you question whether or not you should have said hello in kind of a polite way, right? Instead of just like wanting any more intentions past that. Am I correct in assuming that?
Well, I don't know. Actually, I'm sitting here going, how did we get in this conversation? It
Yeah,
was
I'm a
just
little
a
confused.
nothing thing. It was just a
yeah,
nothing incident. There's like she was there, I was there. I could have said hi, but I wasn't even at the time of running the stairs. I was more focused on making it up the stairs
yeah, but
than
life's born out of like nothing moments. Like that's just how it works. Like everything's one little insignificant moment to the rest, except for a few odd things. That's just how it works. Like when
yeah.
I'm at bed.
But the point is, it's not necessarily that he's better off trying to pick up every woman he wants to say hello to. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have to gear up to that level if it's not needed. So
That's true. That's true. Well, I get my dick sucked by a man, so that's enough for me. So yeah, Michael, that's not. You're not wrong.
Oh, Lewis.
You can settle for things like life's not all about getting pursuing the most attractive females possible or whatever. But I'm just saying it's one thing you can do. Doug might cheer you up, amongst other
yeah,
things.
but there might be, you might have had a social hunger maybe that was more what is the word, that
You could
maybe
do
was
it.
a bigger priority for you, like a social interaction thing where you where you felt appreciated and where you felt someone else feel seen. So it might have been that kind of need. Have you?
Yo,
What?
Doug, have you got like friends in real life or anything?
Yeah, or do you feel
No.
that you are getting
And I'm
attention?
having a terrible family squabble where my daughter, like, we had a really good relationship for 16 years, and now it's just disappeared because of the incident. So it's like, yeah, that's a personal thing that it takes a really long time to get into, and I don't feel like sharing. But
Why?
there's a huge family thing that is taking the family away, which is kind of like should be motivational for me to get out there and to make an entire social network. But that's like, I don't know. Everything just seems overwhelming.
Yeah. But do you feel that you are seen and appreciated by others?
Seen and appreciated by others.
I mean, that's a vital thing in life to have that kind of feeling.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm not seen and appreciated by others, and that's depressing me. It could be. Yeah, but let's work on what is fun. We should try to do something fun. I should try to do something fun, but I can't figure out what is fun. Like,
Well,
what
Doug,
would I find
that's a
fun
good
to?
thing. How about we go through everyone and we each say something that we enjoy that makes us happy? So, Anya, what about you? What's something that makes you happy when you're feeling down?
Oh, that's a
Prozac.
hard question, actually. I don't know. Like, I like to drive around with the music. Yeah, I like to dance. So when I feel very down, I would drive somewhere and listen to my favorite music or dance. Yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense to you guys, but it does bring up the mood. I mean, it would not work for Doug probably to dance, but I mean to just drive to just
You
drive
never
around.
know.
Yeah, I never know, really. Like, but I know that Doug gets like really happy when people say nice things about him or to him. I think everybody likes it, and it brings up the mood. And I really do agree when you're appreciated, and yes, that you have just this nice positive feedback from others. This is kind of nice. At this point, I guess that. We communicate with people either in real life or here online. It's good to have this support system and yeah, just have that kind of appreciation, you know what I mean, appreciation from people. Yes. So yeah, that's what kind of makes me happy. Like, yeah, just when I come on here, for example, and you say like, "Hi, Anya," and that's kind of nice. And yeah, in my real life, when I come to work and everybody says like, "Hi, Anya," and everybody's kind of happy to see me. I don't know if they are. I don't think about it like whether they
Of
are
course, we're happy
happy
to see
or
you.
not. Yeah, but
I
you know,
am.
it's like, yeah, you know, it's like, it's just that I think that everybody's happy to see me and I'm happy with it. I mean, it's just that the thought that you put in it, of course, you can think differently, but I mean, yeah, just yeah, dog. I think in your case, I would like you're here now and you can enjoy the moment with your friends. I mean, we all appreciate you and we all like you, so I mean, at least this moment you can enjoy, you know.
That's good, Anya.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
try and
you.
like work against your paranoia by giving you constant praise. I tried to use the cheering.
Yeah.
I'm
That's a
not
healthy
taking.
thing, Lewis.
I'm not making fun. Like that is. I mean, it's funny, but that is a real thing as well. Like people that feel like everyone hates
Yeah.
them or whatever, but feel like they need that. They need constant reassurance and shit like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
well, they feel that need. But yeah,
Well,
let's What?
Being happy right this second, being with the people that I've come to kind of know as acquaintances, maybe in a little sort of way. Yeah, it's not elevating my funk. I don't feel like
Okay.
yeah, I don't feel like I'm part of this community. I don't know.
Really? Oh
Oh,
my God,
really?
you
The
Oh,
are
Doug,
though.
why? Why?
Come
No,
on,
the
you
no.
are
Just
mental.
being
from
honest,
the
I
Hammer
didn't want anyone
Justice.
to be like,
You
yay
mean
and
the
stuff.
MGTOW
I
community or the
wasn't
mental health
fishing for
community?
compliments. That's the phrase. I was just being honest. I just sorry.
Yeah.
Do you mean the mental health community or the MGTOW community?
I mean this community of Lisa's hangouts.
Introverts.
Mental
The
health.
introverts.
If you
The
are, who
Introvert.
is?
I
introverts.
mean, we're introverts, man. But I mean, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
No, you don't need to put labels, you. Like, you don't like labels yourself, so why would you put labels on
Hey,
each one
introvert
of
is
us?
a good thing. Introvert is a
No,
good thing.
no,
Who
no.
says
I'm
it's
Yeah,
just
bad?
trying to
but
describe
labels is
everyone's
just not a
Leaders in
good
the
Good
world
thing.
are
point,
introverts.
Anya.
I
Good
had
point.
to label
The
something like
leaders in the
alter
world
Screwing
are
you.
introverts.
that's better.
Yes, Tom, I'm ready. Sorry.
I'll punch you in the face.
I'll give Doug a Doug
I
hug
like
right now.
BDSM.
Hugs. Hugs. Like everyone give
Hugh,
Doug a
Hugh,
hug.
Hugh,
Doug
give Doug a
hugs.
hug.
Doug hugs.
Hugh, give him
Doug,
a hug.
Doug hugs.
Tell him that you care about him.
I'm
Hugh?
blowing. I'm
Yeah,
blowing
don't
him a
do
kiss
that.
for
It's just
Mwah.
Yeah.
bouncing off the
I,
thinking
I,
cap.
I can hug Doug. John can suck his dick, and then
Oh
Anya
my
and
Come
Lisa
God.
can
on.
just start dancing around us
He's so
for like.
Okay, let's
disgusting.
put this to bed right
Oh.
now. I've been celibate
Oh.
for 21 years now, so stop with the sex stuff. It's just,
Guys,
no.
guys, now I know he doesn't feel himself
We're
like
kids.
part of
We're
this
kids. We
community.
like.
I
We got
know.
Yeah.
raging hormones. What are you gonna do?
Okay,
Yeah.
let's move on from here. Lewis,
Alright,
what
moving
makes you
on.
happy when
Yeah.
you're feeling down, okay? Keep it PG for
Okay.
us.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Happy.
Sorry. It can't be hiding in David Weston's closet, okay?
Well, honestly, drugs and drink, I really enjoy that. I enjoy, like, but I've not drank. I've drank like once in the last like 3 months or something. Just like not consciously, it's just happened. But healthy things like would be socializing with people, like some people in real life and some people online, and like I spend a lot of time on Facebook on actually not so much mental health groups these days. I spend a lot of time in INTP groups just because I find the people are really funny and interesting and smart and stuff. But yeah, if I like just healthy good habits, I guess. But like, oh god, it's always the same shit. But when you got SA, you need to stop isolating. That's the main thing. Like,
Yeah.
what can really cheer you up is facing your fears, and just showing yourself you can actually do shit. It's really heartening, you know. And obviously you need to do that anyway if you're like someone like me that doesn't even go in the fucking cafeteria at work and spends 10 minutes every lunch break in the toilet cubicle ish. So yeah, it's that shit, all that good stuff. Ooh, he's taking his meds, his insanity meds.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Okay. What about Mikkel? Do you want to share what makes you happy when you're feeling down?
Yeah, I think when I have been depressed, I don't do things to feel for the fun of it or to feel good or to feel happy. I do them to just stay alive and take one step in front of the other. And it's not necessarily that I enjoy the things I do for fun, but I try to do them anyways because later it can be rewarding. Even though it isn't fun or it doesn't seem to help, it can really be rewarding in the long run. So what I try to do is simply distract myself from my thoughts and feelings For example, the Dave Letterman show is making the last appearance tomorrow, and I'm quite sad about that, because that was one thing that made me feel really happy, and well, not happy, but it was one thing that helped me cope with anxiety and depression. Just knowing that when I was going to bed, there was the Dave Letterman show, and I could laugh some about it, and he was great and funny. So little things like that, but not necessarily doing them just because they are fun or making me feel happy, but just coping by doing stuff.
Yeah, it's
Good
a good
idea.
point. It's a good point, Mikael.
Like
A few days
sometimes.
ago, I took John. Sorry, John. A few days ago, I took John's advice. I bought a bottle of rum. I stayed drunk for 2 days. So that was fun.
Oh, good
Not
advice.
drunk, just happy. Like I wasn't like
Alcohol
slurring my words, but I was drunk for
But
like 2
guys,
days.
alcohol plus depression equals no.
Are you saying that was a bad thing?
Well, it probably helps with your anxiety, right? I mean, alcohol definitely helps with anxiety, but when it comes to depression, I actually find if I have more than 2 drinks, I get heavily depressed. It's like the worst thing for me, my body chemistry. It's really crazy. Like, I actually noticed myself becoming worse and worse. Like, even when we did the Introvert Island drink edition, by the end, I was like, super depressed. I just couldn't do it. Yeah, I just like it's not a good combination for me. But
I think you just were tired, Lisa. You wanted to
could
sleep.
be a combination. Yeah.
But I heard
today
that
I'm
it is
exhausted, guys. I'm so tired today. But I wanted to still do a hangout, so.
And we appreciate that. Sorry, John, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please take the floor.
Sorry. Wait, what was the topic? I heard something about happiness.
I
And
interrupted John there, and now his mic's muted, and I feel bad about interrupting John. Sorry.
Yeah, John isn't the best role model, man. You know John's history. Don't take his advice and like get drunk and shit. You gotta like focus on your goals, right? You wanna get better. You've got to do whatever's needed, right? Take care of your health.
Oh,
Do
you
your
said
exercise.
do not judge.
Yeah, eat your bananas.
Yeah, I did notice a few contradictions.
John,
with Huey.
bananas, nutty stuff.
Like before Huey, before you were like,
What?
don't put anyone down. Before you said like, don't, Lisa, you shouldn't put anyone down. It makes them feel bad. And you literally put me down when you said that. So
What did I
there's
just
some
say?
contradictions.
Wait,
with
what did I
you
just say?
So.
Wait, what did I just say?
You said John is not a good. You said John is not a good role model.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like I mean, everyone's prone to make mistakes. It's normal to be human, make mistakes. See,
Oh,
the thing is in life, right? Everybody, you can't be completely non-judgmental, right? Like the saying goes, like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Nobody's perfect, and like everybody have their like inhibitions about certain things, and then you can't predict like when there's like going to be a slip of tongue or something, right? So like
Oh,
I make
that's right.
mistakes, so actually the best thing to do is use I statements, like say like I feel like what John said was kind of disruptive because it's not the right way to go. So I think I should have rephrased what I said that way. I mean, but thanks for the feedback, Lisa. I appreciate it.
Oh, you don't appreciate
I feel
my
like
feedback?
crap.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it too much. Sorry, just kidding.
Doug, are your
no,
lights
I
off? You're gonna
I
get
said thank you.
tired.
Yeah. By the way, Lisa, I said thank you.
They're on.
Okay.
They're on.
Yeah, I think yeah, we need to like also accept feedback and stuff. But yeah, so I decided to accept Lisa's feedback. Yeah, there's no point in making enemies, like so whatever.
We're
nothing
we're
but
not
enemies.
enemies.
Terrible.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Terrible.
I've just got that paranoia, right? So like sometimes I'm like paranoid that everybody hates me or something, and you can blame it on my parents or whatever issues I've got.
Oh,
Yeah, but
no,
then
we
you
don't
shouldn't
know
blame
your
me
parents. We
because
don't know your parents, so we will blame you.
I mean, like I was like whatever. I didn't specify. Like I mean, you can say anything you want, but then I'm just saying like, for example, my parents, or for example, my illnesses. You know, I'm not like trying to you know put the
I
blame on my
know.
parents or something.
I know.
Yeah,
No, don't worry about that.
cool, cool.
It's
Okay,
so cool.
okay.
We love everybody.
Yeah, caring is cool.
Yay.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it is. I think John is not even listening to us anymore.
I think I
Oh,
interrupted him and I shouldn't have. I'm sorry,
oh,
John.
he's talking about
Forgive
something
me.
else.
Yeah, the thing about John and I is like whenever I see him, I like to make fun of him, but then he kind of tells me that later. But
Crazy.
then the thing we have an understanding. So like even if I kind of hurt his feelings, like, and he'll come and tell me about it, so I'll apologize and and then he'll call me bad words, and then it's like guys, we don't crib about stuff. Like he punches me, I punch him back, and then it's back to normal.
Well, he left, so it's over now.
Yeah, so.
That's right.
The conversation is over.
That's funny.
No, I'm just
So,
saying
do you
that
want to
guys,
talk
right? We
about
don't take things so
David
personally.
Letterman?
Sometimes if you punch a guy, then he just punches the other guy back, and then and then we just shake hands and walk away, or we share a
That's
cigarette or something.
that's good.
I have
That doesn't
urged
go
me
for me.
to.
That's not what happens. I think I'm an abnormal male because things don't end like that. It's like you get into a fight and then you're friends. I'm more of a woman in that sense because you get into a fight and then you're always waiting for that person to get you back one last time, to get the last shot in. And it's like, ah.
Yeah, whatever. Be a guy, be a woman, but be proud. Is what I'm saying.
Hashtag
Stick
proud
your cock
black woman.
inside. Yeah, stick your cock inside and
I know
say,
I'm
"Look, I
thinking
got a
I just
mangina."
landed the
But
girls
whatever,
here.
just say whatever you want, man.
Ew.
Yeah, the
Actually,
mangina, the MGTOW shit, whatever.
Yes,
The thing
I
is,
know.
the thing about a mental illness, Doug, is you should never apologize for who you are. I think you should just go, but be proud where you go. Sometimes, you may do something you regret,
Oh,
but then
Hugh,
try not
you
to
don't
regret it, and
understand the
try not
Canadian
to apologize.
mentality. We
It's kind of
always
like,
apologize.
True.
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm trying to
It's
say.
Canadian.
That's
yeah.
what I'm trying to say. It's like you don't have to like because you've got a mental illness. It's not you, it's the illness, right? So it's not really your fault. So why are you
No,
apologizing?
no, no, Hugh. You cannot blame it all on your mental health or anything. You cannot do that.
No,
I
the
mean,
thing
at
is,
least, I mean,
Anya, the thing is like, there's a certain healing process, right? And what happens is at times you're wounded, right? So when you're wounded, right, you need to take that care to heal yourself. And when you're dealing with the mind, right, judgments on your mind are not good, right? So the right way to go about it is for somebody to like tell you what to do, okay, or you to read a book and get inspired. But till that happens, right, I think you should try and shut out all the kind of stress you're going through. And like, you need to basically pre-program your mind into loving yourself no matter what. Because sometimes the reason you become mentally ill is because other people hate you. And that is like bad food, right, for the mind. You need to kind
no,
of block yourself.
you think they probably
No,
hate
no.
you because you did or said certain things, right?
No, but
So
then the thing
it's
is,
not
yeah, the thing
necessarily
is,
true.
yeah, the thing is, but then I'm just saying, like it's like it's time you start giving back to yourself instead of putting the blame on yourself all the time, right? So I'm just saying.
No, no,
So
it's not about putting the blame. You just said you should never apologize, but I know that you apologize, Hugh. So why would you say that you should never apologize? I mean, I know that you do apologize, and so
yeah,
therefore it's
but
not like
that but then it's better to have friends than be isolated, right? And then
Yeah, that's right.
sometimes you can hurt certain people's feelings. So if you feel that, you've hurt somebody's feelings, and, if you feel you owe them an apology, but then again, I don't want to apologize at times, and I still apologize because I'm like Doug, right? We are on the same boat. We both got
Oh,
mental illnesses or
okay.
whatever.
I mean, I
So
got what you mean. Like you apologize.
what are you gonna do?
I mean, I got what you mean. You just apologize because you are scared that somebody gets offended, or right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are not
something like
Doug?
that.
we're not perfect. Yeah, but then
Doug?
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got
Doug?
you.
How do you feel about other people talking about about you with themselves?
I'm trying to read what Entilin says.
Enitlin, it's Celtic.
Ennitlin?
It's Celtic. It's Enitlin.
Yeah.
I think it's
I'm trying to
Irish. I
read.
think he told me it's Irish or
I'm
something.
listening to you. I'm trying to read. I'm trying to multitask, and my anxiety is so high. It's yelling at me,
Yeah,
saying,
you got
"You're
4 eyes. You
too
can do it."
stupid to do
Go ahead.
both." Yeah, you're too stupid to do both. I mean, why even bother trying? Oh, jeez. So I'm
Yeah.
not really. I'm paying attention. I'm doing my best to take in everything, but with the way I feel now, I don't care. Say
See, the
anything
thing
you
about
want about me here.
the thing, Doug, is like when you're in a war,
No, the
right?
point is
Sometimes,
that it's not really necessarily to talk when it's not, you know.
yeah. So the thing what I was trying to say is basically with the concept of non-apology is like when you're in a war, right? Sometimes the best thing to do is to mirror the person. So if somebody's kind of attacking you, sometimes, instead of actually suffering the abuse, what you need to do is mirror them and like start fighting back. I think it's something like I was seeing in Kung Fu, right? It's like the snake. Sometimes what it does is, in the snake kind of Kung Fu, the snake what it does is it kind of mirrors you, right? And then it just strikes when it understands you completely, right? So it's like sometimes you need to be closer with the enemy than you are close. Keep your
But
enemies closer,
it's
right?
more
Keep
it's
your
more
enemies
like you
closer,
are
right?
giving
Yeah.
advice to yourself about this, and
Yeah, I'm giving myself advice, and I'm giving Doug advice. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you hope
no.
that
I mean,
advice is giving someone else some advice that's going to be helpful.
no. I got what you mean.
Yeah, but thanks,
Yes.
Sonia. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I disagree. Having friends can be the worst thing in the world for you because I had a close, super close. I was like brothers with him, and then I screwed up, and then nothing happened. Or then it was just bad, and that's what caused my initial walk into mental illness, and that was like 22 years ago. So
Yeah. You
yeah.
need like the brodas in the house, so you need to like say like may the force be with you or whatever. And
Oh, Broda is my favorite troll.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Is he a troll?
Yes.
How dare you call me a troll? Uncalled.
May the
So
trolls be
uncalled
with you,
for.
broda. I know.
Just
Guys,
like
You as well,
I'm
good
actually
sir.
going to go off the live part soon. Is there something you wanted to say on the live part, Broda, or did you want the after party?
I like the after party.
All right,
Oh,
guys, are
he's
you
gonna
ready for the
dance?
after party?
Is he gonna dance?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I will wait for that.
All right, so guys, we're gonna go off the live part, and if anyone wants to join, the link to join is in the description. So thanks for watching, people.
Thank you, Lisa.